Welcome back, crypto crew. Your go-to for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all digital assets. And we got plenty of news to share with you guys today. Please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. We'd like to get at least, 100 likes on this video. We're going to pick up some new subscribers if we can. And make sure that you head on over to our X account and follow us on X, where we talk about all things crypto all day and every day. So what's going on today? Well, we got the White House Summit March 7th, 2025. Plus, we got Michael Saylor, according to our friend over at Mr. Crypto. He's dropping some crazy bombs saying that the U.S. is going to acquire 1 million Bitcoin for its reserve. That is insanely bullish. Insanely bullish. Yes, long-term bullish. But for the retail traders that are, involved in this stuff, you got to develop a little bit more of a thicker skin. And we're going to be talking about that in a second. So please, if you like what you see, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right in. So what we got going on here is we got in the Bitcoin charts themselves, we're looking at the extreme fear and greed versus the Bitcoin daily. And we can see that every time that we go into extreme fear, the whales, okay, are big buyers of Bitcoin. And this is where they get the majority of their profits. And as soon as they go up into extreme greed, which is when all the retail traders decide to jump into this marketplace, the marketplace sells off. And then they try to drive the marketplace really, really into extreme fear, collect coins at great prices. So we are going on today. The market's heating up a little bit. Bitcoin's, sitting right around 90,000 right now, after spiking up to 95,000, which is a pretty important price point for Bitcoin, in order for it to basically attempt to get to over 97,000, which I feel is a very, very important point. Now, feelings aside, we got marketplace that's still really, really nervous. When we're talking about the crypto summit tomorrow, is it going to be a type of buy the rumor, sell the fact? Because what occurs in markets is that they get all hyped up on their own delusions, right? So they're expecting something incredible to come out of this summit, but really, in reality, we have to follow, Michael Saylor, the capo de capo de capo de tutu capo, when it comes to Bitcoin itself. Basically, he's saying that the public doesn't get it. It's a savings account that empowers every citizen to protect their wealth. I mean, it is an incredible statement, and he's actually right about that. So we got a lot of things that are happening in the background, as far as geopolitical, and we have to keep an eye on that stuff. We still don't have any type of ceasefire over in the Ukraine. The things are heating up over there. Russian missiles are hitting, British cargo ships, blowing them up. That is not a good look, and we're not looking for World War III. We're looking for world peace and having fun and really just stacking coins and really getting ready to enjoy our lives. So let's hope that all things work out over there. But I want to turn your attention to the US dollar index, which is important for altcoin season. Historically, when the dollar takes a dump, people go on to risk-on assets like Bitcoin, Altcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, all those coins. And they're starting to shake a little bit, and they're starting to show some glimmer of hope there that they're waking up to another bull run. There's will be some chop around, but really what you got to pay attention to is the US dollar versus, particularly the dollar versus the yen, okay? There's news in the marketplace that Japanese are going to raise their interest rates. You got to look at the Japanese government bonds, the JGBs, and they're basically saying that they're going to raise rates. And the US, of course, Donald Trump is actually trying to force the Federal Reserve to lower rates. So we got two conflicting scenarios, whereas the yen is going to potentially gain strength. Therefore, that is also going to push this dollar index further, down. The dollar is going to start to go down. It's also starting to heat up against the British pound, Right now, it's off the recent lows of 125, say 50. It's trading right around 130. So it's starting to show that the dollar itself is under a little bit of pressure, and it could continue to be under pressure until all the sentiment, all the noise stops with the tariffs. It's going to take a few months for that to happen, before the market actually digests, whether or not these tariffs are negative to the U.S. economy or not. I believe that they're not. I think that eventually what's going to happen, is going to take a while for it to happen, is that, industrial manufacturing in the United States is going to heat up because of it. But that's a side point. So we got the US dollar index tanking. It's falling hard, and you know what that means. It's when the dollar weakens, like altcoins historically go nuts. We're seeing early signs, like I said before, XRP, Solana, Cardano, they're starting to twitch. So this could be the start of the altcoin season. With Bitcoin leading the charge and the dollar fading, the stage is set. So we could be well on our way to, a Bitcoin rally. However, again, short term, marketplace could digest the news coming out of the White House as not as bullish as they perceive, because, they have a rational exuberance for what's going to happen out of this meeting. And it could be just, not to their expectations. It could be another dump. And I'm going to go over some specific points with that. Bitcoin itself, we've had, several tops that we got to get through in order for us to basically break out and head towards what I have projected as 140,000. Now, that's not happening tomorrow. So all you retail traders out there, don't think, I'm just going to go buy Bitcoin right now. Tom on the YouTube site says we're going up. I'm saying projecting long term 140. And where am I getting that from? Well, I'm just basically taking the top to the bottom right now. If we were able to break out, so we had 109 against, say, 78, market geometry basically says that once the top breaks, also Wyckoff, these are all just old school type of analysis. You just add the range that we have had occur right here. This range that has occurred, you just add to the top, and basically it gives you a projection of where the marketplace could go to. Okay, so I'm projecting like long term, 140. Okay, great. But what's happening right now? Well, right now in Bitcoin, really the main support, overall support, is that recent low that we had at 78,000, which was pointed out by our chief dealer here, Merlin, a few days ago. Please, like I said, if you like Bitcoin, you like all things altcoin, come on over. Also, don't forget to give us, give a follow to Mr. Crypto. He's awesome with this stuff. Really, really awesome. So anyway, let's get on over to our Bitcoin again. Really, I think that the whales. Now, remember, Michael Saylor has a huge position in this stuff. So if this thing drops below, say, 60,000, he's in like a boatload of trouble. Okay, he's definitely up the gum tree, and it's not a good look. So I think he's going to be protecting positions, and I think he's going to have friends protect positions. So in other words, he's going to talk to his buddies. If we start dipping low, he's going to say, hey, this is definitely a buy area right here, and we need to scoop Bitcoin big. So I think the sharks are really looking for 72, 68. If they could get down there, man, that is really a great opportunity to stack coin. I see it defending that level fiercely, popping back up into the range to the 92 level at that point. But short term, what we need to do is we need to hold this 78,534, in my opinion. And really, we need to get above this recent high here. I think that the main point that we got to look at is a level that I've been talking about, right around 92,000, 304, right there. That level, I think, is an important level. We can get above that on a short term. Whereas, say a 4-hour basis, if we can close above that on a 4-hour basis, and the market confirms, we're basically heading up towards that 100,000 mark that we had some recent resistance at, and then the market would just I believe start to consolidate between these 2 points before we can get an attempt up at the break of the 100. And then we got an important resistance level again. Sorry to say, we got an important resistance level again at this level right over here, the 102. So there's an important resistance level here, 102 to get through to finally break through that 109, and then it's not going to 140 immediately, but it'll start to basically gain some strength, and the marketplace fear and greed will come out of this fear and start moving away from it. And that's when again where we could see Bitcoin, selling at extreme greed, again selling off into the retail guys, getting them trapped. Okay, so it's a roller coaster. It's a wonderful thing. It's a great life. It's just incredible opportunity every day. And so where are we headed? We're talking Bitcoin, the altcoin season. Why do we think that it's beginning? So I think that if you go on over to our X account and you're following us, there's a bullish divergence that's playing out on it, and the setup is clear. The breakout's happening. A break of 2,700. I think a warning is a break of 2,400 really. So I don't know why people keep jumping on my screen, but as it stands right now, altcoin season has possibly begun for the simple reason, if we look at the dollar index that we've been talking about, okay, with the dollar yen and everything, as this marketplace basically goes into it goes into a downward movement, okay, it becomes risk on assets where they start jumping into altcoins like Ethereum. So let's get on over to Ethereum. So here's the price points in Ethereum. I do believe that if we break above 2,400, it's the start. It's the start of getting us away from this 1,900 main support level in Ethereum. Okay, there's a 1,900 main support level for me anyway. So we got the divergence going on. We got RSI developed by Wells Wilder. If you want to look that guy up just to learn about RSI and average true range, he was the father of that stuff. Anyway, 1900 is the support point. If for whatever reason something happens with that summit tomorrow where it's just not what the market expects, we could see a dump down to 1900. Absolutely. If the whales decide that they really want to push people out and stack coins at a really good level, we're looking at like 1730. I know it sounds like a well, when you come up with 1730, Tom, I mean, yeah, 1730 is it's not unfortunate, it's a level I have technically. So I mean, it's the only thing I got is technical analysis. So 1700 I think is where we're going to find these guys fishing around right there looking to stack coins. So eventually I believe that if we break to 2,400, we're on our way. We're starting to track between 24 and say 26. If we can get up through the 2,800 level, we're looking at that all-important point at 3,000. So the summit's the trigger. What's going to come out of that summit? What should you be looking for? What is going to be the amount of Bitcoin that's placed against other altcoins? So in other words, it's going to be 80% Bitcoin, 20% others. It's going to be 90% Bitcoin, 10% others. That's going to really drive what's happening in Bitcoin. Now, Michael Sarah has said that they're looking to buy 1 million Bitcoin, which is insanely bullish. So we got a lot of good stuff happening. And remember, let's wrap it up. The White House summit's tomorrow. Sailors all in on Bitcoin as usual. The US dollar index is falling, so altcoin season could be here. Like it if you're pumped, subscribe for more, hit the bell, we'll break it down, and we'll be watching what's going on in the summit tomorrow. And as always, if you're a short-term trader, enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the up and downs, and remember always, enjoy the party. Dance near the door. Cheers.